pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bruins offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deeper, else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now on first down from the 30. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Going up top on first down. He's right on target. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Bruins have this offense rolling. They move the tight end all over. Might as well give it to him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released a pass. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Handoff from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement for them.
UCLA play, we'll go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quickly complete.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They go to the draw. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Unloads quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Air Force. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. North Texas will have to punt it away. kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Good enough for first down.
Handoff to the single running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Flips it out in the flat. They get him down after he makes the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The run from the shotgun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how... be on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 30 yards on the play.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Bruins! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes... Just for the defense, for special teams, everything. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Able to get one down to the 15. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more. And the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they? Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Off he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Runs through the tackle. Still running at the 40. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Texas. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And now on second down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And might get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Looking to throw it again. Hauls it in. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back gets to give.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it on the outside. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the... And they'll stop the drive on downs. Line gets set, first down.
42 Spider.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you gotta have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay.
Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After run, now throw. Scrambling away. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern.
Got a man. At the 35, he's open.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to find his man on first down. It's caught downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Got it in the middle. It's Foster. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They keep attacking through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Foster. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose. Oh, it's loose. Touchdown, Bruins. And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Feeling some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.